So, Graham, obviously seeing the real face, or as close to seeing the real face of Richard III, this completely changes our take on things, really, doesn't it? From a historical and, for you, an artistic point of view.
Well, it does, yes. It is a relief. I have said before, it's a relief that when I saw it on television for the first time, that it did resemble the portraits. That it was him. What I've painted in the past is still valid, but we now know so much more about him, and I've obviously got to think about it further and see how things like the curved spine would have affected him. But it's just fascinating. Bosworth, Richard III at Bosworth was the subject of my very first medieval history painting back in 1995, and that kicked off my career as a historical artist. So you could blame Richard III for that. Since then, I've painted him several further times, and I'm currently working on a new canvas, which I started before the discovery. But obviously, as soon as it was announced that there's a possibility they could have found Richard III's remains, I put it on hold. I've been waiting. I've been on tenterhooks for the last few months, and now I can get on with it again and incorporate all this new knowledge that has been discovered, and create what I hope will be the most accurate portrayal of Richard yet painted.
Privilege of doing the first picture of Richard, the real Richard III. I mean, as an artist, how much of an honour is that?
It's a great honour. I suppose that the first painting I did got me noticed by people who are interested, the experts, historians that are interested in this period of history, and it's built up from that. So now this is the culmination of 20 years of establishing my place, I suppose, as a historical artist.
Being in that position, is it nerve-wracking to be that guy, bearing in mind that we've had so many visual interpretations of Richard over the last couple of hundred years, and now this is the most realistic one that we could probably ever expect?
Not nerve-wracking, no. It seems just the natural progression from what I've been doing. It's very exciting, and as I say, I can't wait to get back to work on my canvas, which is showing him at Bosworth at the point where Henry Tudor has been spotted on the battlefield, and he is making it's a moment of clarity for him, probably. His mind has had an awful lot on it, I'm sure, over the 2 years of his reign, and here he has a moment where all of a sudden nothing else matters. It's clear he has to lead his knights in a charge and sort out the problem of Henry Tudor. So it is that moment I want to capture, and try and put something in the painting that conveys that emotion, that feeling, make him into a human. It's very interesting seeing the facial reconstruction here, but hopefully I can add that extra little bit that will really bring it to life.
Now, we've waited over 500 years to see the real face of Dick.
Yes.
How long are we going to wait to see your interpretation?
Well, it's half completed now. There's the face is not finished. There's still a lot to do, but I would think probably in early summer, late spring, early summer, the painting will be finished. The plan then is to unveil it in an appropriate place. It's not been decided yet, but and hopefully have it exhibited and seen by the world.
Hopefully not a car park in Leicester.
That might be an appropriate place, but it's not a good venue for a painting, really.
That's brilliant. Thank you very much.